everyone, this is Love and Sparkles, and I am working on the Goddess of Spring from Rose Proffitt right now. I am using the Diamond Pen Pal pen, the flat on one side, and I'm using a shrimp boat from Nick's Notions and our event tray of Let Your Witch Goddess Free. So, and of course I've got a cover minder from Nana's Crafty Gems. So that's what all we've got on the table right now. And there we go. I'm just trying to... There we go. Dot and dot. Because, of course, when you put it up at night, they kind of slip around still. And I'm going to put on my readers because I can see it a little bit better with my readers on. Okay. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. That's an M, so I need to get a T. Oh, that's a T. That's a U. I just need another M right there. Alright, now we'll get started on this little puppy. Now on Wednesday when I got off of here, my God, that day was so long. So long. I went and got my massage. Well, I got there and she goes, "What are you doing here? You're early." And I was like, "Early?" And she goes, "Yeah, you're not due till 4:30. So they put me in a room, let me take a nap. And so I took my nap. Actually, I think I'll finish this down here at the bottom and then work at the top. I took my nap. And then I got my massage. And it was a new lady. And I was like, she worked on my head forever. And I was like, I said, "I'm here because I have a problem with my arm, not my head." And she goes, "Oh, well, I do heads because I got a headache." And I'm like, "Well, I paid for the arm, so as long as you get the arm in there, I'm okay." So then she goes over and starts working on the rest. And then we went from there, and I went to my therapist appointment. You know, we talked, and he knew I had to leave early so that I could get in and see the psychiatrist to try to get the meds. Well, it turns out my new psychiatrist doesn't have MD behind her name, so she can't start a med. She can manage the med, but she can't start the med. And I was like, oh, wonderful. And so she's going to talk to my PCP and see if my PCP will start it for us so that she can manage it for us. But I was in there talking to her, and within the first 5 minutes, she goes, "How have you never been diagnosed before?" And she goes, I said, "Because I really think I have it." She goes, "Oh, you have it." She goes, "But how have you never been diagnosed?" And I said, "Well, I didn't ever go to the doctor unless I was really, really sick. And then they just focused on what I was there for because I was really, really sick." She goes, "Oh, okay. Makes sense." And so, yeah, I really, 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 really have ADHD. And she was like, "Yeah, you really, really, really need to have medication started along with the therapy." And I was like, "Okay." And I was sitting there, the therapist was a hoot. We were just kind of killing time because by the time I got back there, I only had like 15 minutes. And so he was like, "We'll just chit chat while we wait. I'll just send her a message letting her know you're in here." Because it was mine and hers first appointment. And so she's sending my doctor because she's like, "I cannot start meds." Because I guess she's a nurse practitioner with a specialty in mental health. So she can manage meds, move them up, move them down, do whatever. But she cannot start them. She goes, I can't start any meds. I don't have MD behind my name. And I was like, oh, okay. And, I mean, because she was wanting to get to know me and know what happened. And as I was telling her, she was like, oh my God, how are you still functioning? And I said, it was very hard. I said, very, very hard. She asked me, please tell me you're not planning on, committing, And I was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to have my kids go through what I went through. She's okay, because I have to ask you that. And especially with your background, I have to ask you that. Because she goes, you went through a lot. And I was like, yeah, I did. And so it was that. And then I came home. And I don't know what it is this week. I have been so tired. I mean, I walk in the door. And 2:30 o'clock in the afternoon, I am just wiped, guys. I mean, I stay up all night. I don't sleep. Has been falling asleep on the couch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, waking up at 4 or 5. I mean, I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if I'm fighting off the cold, because I have been sneezing a lot. I don't sneeze unless I have a cold, so maybe I'm fighting off a cold or something. I don't know. I do need to make a trip to Nix's because I need to get me some of that cupcake buddy. That is adorable, guys. Just absolutely adorable. It is drop dead gorgeous. And I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do for Wednesday's live. I just don't know. Ever had one of those just don't know moments? I'll figure it out when I get there, kind of thing. Now this desk light I'm using was a recommendation from NYX, and it has really helped, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to even be doing this. Because if I put the light pad on, y'all can't see, so it's kind of like I have to leave it off. And so this has helped, because I can still diamond paint and leave off the overhead, or the lap pad. Lord, I need to drink a little more coffee. Wake the brain up. Say, wake up. And I need to go back, and because I listen to podcasts as I go to sleep. And the one I was listening to when I went to sleep was really interesting. And I need to go find that one and listen to it again while I'm awake. Because he was explaining the different kind of stimulants and the different ways they work. And, why they're speed, but they're not speed. Kind of thing. So I was like, okay. He said, now, at first, when you first start taking them, they're going to slow you down, because if you take a stimulant for ADHD and you really have ADHD, it does the opposite effect of what it's going to do for everyone else. Everyone else takes it and they're going to speed up. And for you, it's going to zone in your focus and slow you down. Your mind's not going to be zipping around in 100 different directions. And that just fell off there, but I don't have a clue where. Dang nabbit. But he said your mind will slow down so you're not zipping around, so you'll actually be able to sit down and, you know, you might just feel like a zombie just for the simple fact that you slowed down. He goes, and it only lasts for about a month and then you level out. It only happens to me if I drink like a pot of coffee. I'll finally be able to focus and settle down. You know, everyone else drinks coffee and Monsters and they go zinging. I could drink coffee and Monsters and it's like I can go to sleep then. So that's really kind of interesting. Well, we had a good first kickoff. Riza won the Riza Young won the $25 gift certificate. And I had her in here so that you guys could contact each other and set up the stuff right then and get your codes and all that good stuff. Now, if I do one and it's someone you have to contact, make sure you contact them pretty quickly, because otherwise they'll sit there and say, yo, no, you know, you had so long, and, you know, because people don't like to wait forever. I think the only one I have that you actually have to contact, I'm not sure how the two companies are going to do. I don't know if they get the codes or if they're going to give them to you. So you may have to contact them. I don't know. And the other one is oh my God, my brain is not working. Not working. This sucks. The other one is Diamond Drills USA. Duh. Got it out. It's like, I hate that whenever your brain just whoop. It's in there and then it's not. And then when you're not even thinking about it no more, it pops back in there. And then you're such an all-fired hurry to get it out that you sit there and you start trying to talk over everybody. And that, my people, is why people talk over you. If they have ADHD and y'all been talking about something and literally they will forget what they were going to say, and then it will just pop in there at its own opportune time. I got a hair that I got to get off here. At its own opportune time. And so why it's in their little peepocking head, they're wanting to get it out of it because they know that, you know, shortly it's going to be gone again. Because by the time someone quit, especially if they're a long-winded person, by the time they quit talking, it's done left my head. It has done gone whoop and bye. You know, so I know how that is. And it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Oh, didn't get you in there all the way. And today I'm drinking Kona coffee. I love Kona coffee. It's one of my favorites. And I'm trying to stock up on coffee because I keep hearing that we're going to have a coffee shortage and it's going to get expensive and yada, yada, yada. So I've been trying to build up my coffee stash. Just because. $48. 48, 42, 48, yeah, 48. They're pretty, nice pretty ABs in there. This one I can't really add anything extra to because I was trying to look at it and see where I could, but it doesn't have any definite spots where you can actually see it to put it. So unless I do it later. And I bought my extra drills that I needed for my sage and hood because with it, I literally had with sage and hood. I've got to about glow in the dark rounds because it's a round. I keep forgetting it's a round, and I only have square stuff, so I have to, remember that I don't have round stuff, and so I went and bought some round. So what I'm going to use in my sage and hood is going to be sparklers, because they're round. They're just a little smaller, but they work. Well, they will work. On this one, it kept the stuff. You're like, and what is the stuff? The stuff is the glue, and so I'm trying to clean it off. There we go. I was trying to clean it off because it kept the glue, and the glue was on it, and I was like, I want the glue off, dude. Glue off. There we go. So they're back. It's cleaned up now. And usually mine don't pull the glue out because I don't do as hard with my ABs. So that kind of shocked me as I lifted up and glue's hanging out. I've got another order in for some metal tips through Amazon. Uh-oh. No, wrong place. Wrong place. Because unfortunately, my light's on the right side. And so my hand being there puts a shadow on it. It's like, no shadow, please. And so I have got new putty coming. Well, not putty, but I am going to go buy me the cupcake putty because that thing was so darling. It smelled so good, so I'm going to go get me one. I'm going to go get me one. And I bought a carousel. Just like I was saying, I try to get something from all of the sponsors. I do try to get something from all the sponsors. I gotta contact Firefly, see if they're still doing something. They had said they were, but I contact them when it comes time to, because sometimes you never know. Like Carrie had to drop out. And guys, last time I checked, we were up to 26 that have signed the Google Doc. And it wasn't like 9. So it has grown. It has grown. And oh my lord, I went and looked for witchy canvases on Amazon. They have got some adorable canvases, guys. Just straight up adorable canvases. I am allowing that if you only have 30 by 40s, that if you enter 2 of them and at least finish 1.5 of them, it'll count. I mean, you can finish more, but it's a must that you can't finish 1.5. You know, since I said yes to one, I'll kind of say yes to them all that want to do that. Because I know some people only buy 30 by 40s because that's what they can afford. And I get it. I do get it. I definitely get it. And I'm trying to decide who I'm going to ask to see if someone else will come in on Wednesday, but I don't know. But you are more than welcome if you would like to come on and hang out and talk with everybody, or just hang out and talk for a little bit. You're more than welcome to come on. Just say, hey, send me a link, and I will shoot you the link. Oh, wow. Let's see what those ABs are for sure. For sure. For sure. Look at that. And like I said, my light's over here on the right. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have to stop for a minute and drag out my coffee cup. I really need a sip of coffee. And I feel sorry for people who work nowadays, because, you know, they hire you for certain hours. They say, here, these are your hours. And you get in there and you start working. And those are not the hours you work. You work, like my son, his boss will make him work 6 days a week, every week. Every Saturday he's got to work. And he's like, well, I'm afraid that if I say anything, then he'll just can you. And so, you know, he was hired for Monday through Friday, but he works, you know, Saturday or Sunday or Monday through Saturday. And I bet the dude was do Sunday if he thought he could get away with it. So I never see my kids anymore because they're always working. They're working. Like my aunt, I was supposed to go do something for her day. She sent me a message, can we do it during the week? Because I'm on vacation and I had to work last night. She's not supposed to work on Friday night, but she had to work. So it's like businesses are taking advantage of people. Because no one wants to work all the freaking time. Especially on a holiday weekend. I mean, really. So, they say, oh, chicken prices are going up because we have a shortage of chicken. Well, I can tell you right now, there ain't no damn shortage of chicken because my aunt works for a chicken factory and they're always having to work extra because there's all this chicken. So someone's lying somewhere. If there's supposed to be all this shortage of a chicken, how can you have a shortage of a chicken, but yet make the people who work on the chicken work all this extra? That makes no sense. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to have to get something to put my hair back. Because my hair likes to get in the middle of it. Okay. I just cannot handle that. So, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to move this around. I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to move it kind of in it. Oh, my God, yes. Gotta do it a little better. Hopefully. There. That might do a little better. Maybe I won't have so much of shadows. Because that was a pain in the patootie. That was a pain in the patoot. Let me see if I can get this to be a little more. So I can see where I'm going to work at. Looks like it's like right up in here. Trying to figure out where it's going to be. Where's those two R's? Oh, what the heck? There's all them ABs I just placed. Look at the puppies. Oh, I can see the J's. Let me get the rest of these down, and then I'll get some J's. I'll get some J's, and I'll put some J's in there. We'll do J's. J's in the yellows. What does those look like? You'll be able to at least see them. I must have one heavy stinking phone. Because everyone else says, I'll just put it in a clip. I'll put it in the clip and my phone just drags it right on down. Okay, where are these J's at? J, 19. 19, there it is. Got that. Percentage sign. Percentage sign. Well, we don't have a percentage sign, but I see these. So I'll put those in real quick. Is that them? Yeah. I had to make sure I was looking at what I was looking at. I had a little bit stuck up in the corner. That I had to unstick. Do, 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 do. Let me see. Okay, no. Okay. So that's right. I was like, is that all done? Yeah, it's all done. Now that I found a good spot to be. How long has it been? 34 minutes. So when I get off of here, I'm going to find that guy's podcast again and listen to it while I was awake, because it was really interesting up until the moment I fell asleep. So I really would like to go back and he was a professor at Stanford. So at least you know you're getting the right information. And it was so funny because he was like, yes, you know, Vyvanse and Adderall. And he said, yeah, they are, you know, like variations on what they would call a stimulant, speed. He said, but they are nothing. He said, there is such a medicine as meth is something. And he said, it is the most absolutely strongest one there is, which is why they don't even prescribe it. He said, it's not even prescribed. He said, we're not even going to discuss it. He said, and it's bad on your health, bad on your heart, you know, as well. So I can see why it's so addictive if it's the absolute strongest. And then he was getting into, you know, don't get, if you need it, make sure you go get it from a doctor, because if you get it off the market, it could be laced and all that. So I was like, okay. They have problems with that issue also. But at least it's now like not like pulling teeth to get something. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's like go jump through this hoop and 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 this hoop. And then we'll take care of it. Wow, I did not realize that was green. Kind of looked yellow, but it's actually green, guys. It's a real pretty limey green. So I think most of the sponsor packs are in. I think there's Firefly and TJ and Emily. And that might actually be it as far as the sponsor people sending stuff. But they know that theirs won't be given away until toward the end of the month of October, so they figure they got some time. All right. When I finish this color is when I'll be done with it, because that'll be about 40 minutes, and that way you're not having to stay on and watch forever. Because I know people got things to do, more people to watch. Things to do and people to watch. I remember my first event I actually joined was a chuck-along, the very first chuck-along. It was so long ago. And I can tell that I've gotten down to the end on the crap, Cindy, think. On the Hade. Because now I sit there and think of how can I do a frame? How can I do a frame? What kind of frame I want? Just like constant. I even dream about what kind of frame can I do? It's like, oh, go to sleep. Shut your mind off. Be quiet. Okay, guys. That is where I'm going to stop. It has been 40 minutes. Okay, if you're new and you're just swinging by, hey, hit subscribe. If you're, here, but you haven't done your little notification bell, hit the bell, make it dark, and that way you'll be notified every time I go on. And if you are subscribed, thank you for coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and hit like. Or if you don't like it, hit dislike, hit the thumbs down. Either way, but it helps the algorithms, guys. It gets me out there so other people can find me and see what's going on. So I love you guys. Talk to you later. I will see you later. Bye.